Welcome to another Let's Play on the LNW video game channel.
Where wyverns dare. At the same moment, near the base of Stone Talon Peak... Hey, it's that Zeppelin that we totally It's that Zeppelin that we totally legitimately got. It's a hard sentence. Oh, it's getting... Well, I like that they're not that hard pressed to destroy it. Okay. Doing alright. Shwarp. Wait for it. Wait for it. Shwarp. There we go. I just like that sound.
War Chief, we scouted the peak as you ordered. The humans have entrenched their fortifications all the way up to the summit.
Tits.
What are they up to? They're looking to pick a fight they've had ample opportunities before this.
Not Tarn. His name's Cairn. They're the Tarin. There we go.
Karen, what are you doing?
Oh!
Our debt to you orcs can only be repaid with
Oh!
We've come to help you reach the Oracle.
Oh, you're so nice, Cairn.
Pink skins look like trouble.
Indeed.
Those pink skins are called humans. They are our enemies from across the sea.
Indeed.
They seem intent on keeping us from the peak. The Oracle's wisdom belongs to all.
You know, the Oracle could save a lot of trouble by just coming down and talking to everybody. We're going to learn that the Oracle wants as many of them alive as possible, so just killing off a bunch of people, not the best idea. Alright, so guys, basically what we have to do is we have to destroy all the humans up to the peak, and there's the peak. Oh, no, we just have to destroy this one human base. Never mind, that's even easier. But the trick is we can go get these wyverns, which will help us out. Which we're going to do, of course, because I want to do all the side quests. I'm trying to count how many people are here. 3, okay. Anyway, my little Zeppelin is a bit burned. His old bones ache. So, fun little bit here. That's actually an Orc Scout, not an Orc Raider. He stays consistent, has the same name. It's a unique unit. I mean, he's the exact same, all things considered, but his name is different, which is kind of cool. Oh no, I accidentally pulled these enemies. Didn't mean to. Kieran! No! Lost a soldier. There's a thing of mana over there. That's cool. Fucking Christ, are we? No, we're not. So, guys, I think we've been playing this game for a while now, right? Right? I mean, we know a lot about what's going on here. So, and this level's really just once more with feeling. So, if you don't mind, I'm gonna sort of go off on a different topic for a little bit. I'll come back to the game every once in a while, but I want to talk about something today. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Just, there's a movie that there's a lot of varying opinions on, and I'd like to give my opinion. This movie is, of all things, it's Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And the reason I want to talk about this is everyone keeps saying, the reviews I keep hearing are either negative or, I think I liked this movie, maybe, I'm not sure. So I want to give my opinion, because this is, because Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man is both the greatest and worst movie I've seen probably in a couple of years. Like, there are aspects of it that are so good, and there are aspects of it that are so terrible, that my mind is boggled. It almost feels like there's some sort of idiot genius to it. Like there's some sort of like Rain Man thing going on here, where aspects of it are awful and other aspects are amazing. Okay, so The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'm not a movie reviewer, so I'm not gonna go crazy with this. But basically, I was just noticing like, okay, how do I word this? They've got these characters. Okay, they've got these two villains. No, okay. Again, I'm not a movie reviewer, so you're gonna have to excuse me as I try to figure out how to talk about this. Okay, so the basic plot of the movie is Spider-Man is graduating from college and all that kind of stuff. I think it's college, maybe it was high school, I don't remember. Yeah, it's probably, I don't remember. Anyways, graduating from someplace, I think college. And so, like, they're trying to figure out, what to do with their lives. And he finds out that his old buddy, Harry, Osmond? I forget. You're seeing how little I know about all this stuff, by the way. But no, he's doing all this shit, and he basically has, like, this problem with his girlfriend, Gwen Stacy, in that her dad died, and and it was basically because he was Spider-Man. Not exactly his fault, but, it was a problem. And all this kind of shit, and so he's trying to decide, should I stay with her, should I not, and he keeps going back and forth, and it's a huge kind of problem. So, interesting tale. I'm building things here, by the way, because I know that they come down, their birds come down and attack us. So, ooh, spike barricades. Delightful. So he's got all this shit going on, as you do in life. But the big thing I noticed... Wait, have I covered the whole plot yet? No, right, okay. Electro, he ends up fighting this dude named Electro, who basically was an idol, or was idolizing him, and then didn't go so well because it turns out that Spider-Man isn't the next coming of Christ, he's just a dude. And so the guy sort of freaks out and decides he's going to kill Spider-Man. And along the way, Harry Osborn is dying of a disease, and he starts to freak out because he believes that Spider-Man's the only thing that can save him. Turns out Spider-Man probably can't save him, so he basically is like, alright, well, fuck Spider-Man then. Etc., problems. Now, what I want to talk about. A lot of people are saying, like, oh, Gwen Stacy's super good in this movie, and she is. Emma Stone, who, by the way, I have a friend who was friends with Emma Stone growing up. It's a fun tale. Anyway, so, yeah, no, Emma Stone gives an amazing performance of Gwen Stacy. She's actually given shit to do, which is great. But that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is the fact that this movie has the best versions of some of these characters I've ever seen and some of the worst. Like, let's start off with Harry, because he's probably the one I have the least to say about, all things considered. So, the actor playing Harry is the same kid who was the Apex Predator in Chronicle. I'm sorry, I can't remember his real name. I swear he was the Apex Predator. Anyway, that kid has a bright future ahead of him because he obviously knows what the fuck he's doing when he's on screen. He gives good performances, as simple as that, and sometimes that is all you need. I think maybe he's been given too many big parts and could do with a few smaller parts, if only because I think he still needs to refine his acting a little bit. I think you still see some of the sort of early mistakes of somebody still learning how to be a great actor. But saying that, I still want to stress he's a great actor. And I'll get to why I think he's a great actor in a second. But, so... And by the way, I do realize this has nothing to do with this game, but I mean, look at what the fuck I'm doing. I'm doing the same shit I've done for several weeks now. Anyway, so this kid, he's playing, I said kid, I think he's about the same age as me. In fact, he might even be older, but whatever. He's playing people younger than me, so it's fine. Anyway, so he has the character, or he's playing Harry, and the reason I bring this up about him being a great actor, but maybe not perfect yet is I don't really like Harry in the movie. And a big reason of that is just that Harry isn't really given a logical storyline. And the reason I say this is because nobody's given a logical storyline in this movie. This movie's batshit retarded in terms of a script. But that's sort of the charm of it, is that this movie's batshit retarded when it comes to the script, because they've got a lot of heart in this movie. Like, a lot of heart. Am I not getting more food from these? Hold on. Anywho, so, he's not given this really coherent story, unfortunately, so Harry is sort of hard to relate to an extent. He starts to really liven up about the time that he's beginning his arc to becoming the Green Goblin. That's when he starts to get good, and technically he's Hobgoblin, for those interested. But anyway, because in the comics that's who he should be. But anyway, irrelevant. So, he begins this arc, and then we really get to see where this character shines, where this actor shines, because if he's good at one thing, he's good at playing psychologically damaged people. And I don't know what that says about him, but let me fucking tell you, as soon as the Green Goblin gets to play center stage, shit gets awesome. Because, he's fucking insane, which is exactly how he should be played, if you ask me. Playing him as this almost Joker-esque villain actually worked. His introduction, when he actually has the full suit on and everything, is great, just because he busts in and is just laughing hysterically. And I'm like, holy shit, who's this fuck? He just shows up going, you know, ah, and you're like, I'm sorry, we were having a thing here, who are you? And there's even this bit that I'm going to get to. So now about Electro. Electro starts off with some of the most ridiculously bad scenes. Like, he is the greatest caricature I've ever seen. It's ridiculous. Like, ludicrous. But then he becomes Electro, and suddenly he becomes really good. Again, with no coherent plot to speak of. Electro's goals are insane. He doesn't, his goals don't make sense. They're not the goals of a rational person, although it's established very early on that he's not a rational person, so I can't actually call them on being inaccurate. Oh, I got a message. Anyway, though, so, then he becomes Electro, and it's awesome. He does such a good job as Electro, and Electro's super interesting. And, by the way, this whole movie's cartoony as balls. This is a movie that is not even pretending not to be cartoony. The only way it could be more cartoony is if it were literally a cartoon. If Roger Rabbit showed up, it would not be that out of place. I probably wouldn't even, list that as the weirdest thing. Now, the movie's best scene, though, is this bit where Green Goblin, spoiler, Green Goblin breaks Electro out of prison. And it's fucking awesome. And it's this beautiful, symbolism, all this stuff. And I'm like, what just happened? Because this movie couldn't even hit symbolism if symbolism was a blimp. Wait. This example isn't going well. Wait. They couldn't hit symbolism if symbolism was the Empire State Building. And they were in New York. Listen, this movie's not subtle, is what I'm getting at. And yet there's this bit that's actually really weirdly emotional, where Green Goblin's telling Electro that he needs him. And then there's a scene where the two of them are basically... I just keep going up here out of instinct, I don't know why. The two of them are going to steal this thing for Green Goblin. And Green Goblin and Electro just make this amazing team. Electro's taking everything seriously, and Green Goblin's just running around with a handgun laughing. It's fucking awesome. I can't reasonably describe to you how awesome that scene was. And so I'm frustrated because this movie's stupid as fuck. But also kind of cool as fuck. Okay. Spider-Man, though. Spider-Man's who I've really been wanting to talk about because I've heard incredibly mixed opinions about Andrew Garfield. Some people say he's a terrible Peter Parker, and I think they're right. And some people say he's a really good Spider-Man. And they're wrong, because he's the best Spider-Man. He is actually the best Spider-Man ever. I'm willing to make the argument. I'm willing to argue he's better than some of the Spider-Mans in the comics. And I say some of the Spider-Mans because goddamn that character switches personalities like nobody's business. And I know his fans don't like to admit that, but he does. He's just inconsistent. Sorry, everyone. So, by the way, this is what I mean when I said that they'll attack from this direction. It's super annoying. There we go. Why is Andrew Garfield the best Spider-Man? And he is. I'm sticking to my guns on this. He is the best Spider-Man. It's at once very complicated and at the same time not. It's that he understands what Spider-Man is. Now, first of all, he gets the comedy. This Spider-Man's funny, and by the way, Spider-Man's supposed to be funny if you didn't know. He's a man who dresses up as a spider. He's funny. Anyway, he's got the comedy down, but he does something that makes Andrew Garfield's performance as Spider-Man not only the best Spider-Man, but one of the best superheroes in history. And it's that he remembers and understands that Spider-Man, and this is coming from somebody who doesn't exactly like the Spider-Man comics all that much outside of the Venom storyline. He makes Spider-Man likable. He makes Spider-Man friendly and kind, and the type of person that you believe that people would be excited to see. He helps people, he talks to people, he connects people, he's charismatic. And he doesn't just extend that charisma to the people he's protecting. He extends it to the villains. He offers the villains choices, and he says, we don't have to do this. There are other ways. We can be friends. We can be allies. We don't have to be enemies. And those are the scenes that make him so good, are these scenes where he tries to befriend the villains and asks the villains to not be what they are. And that's what worked for me, is the Spider-Man who is so devoted to the idea of doing the right thing. Because that's what Uncle Ben in... Now, admittedly, the Uncle Ben in this version kind of sucked, but that's what Uncle Ben is supposed to be telling Spider-Man in that scene. With great power comes great responsibility. He's basically, that's what he's getting at. He's getting at, you have a responsibility to do the right thing, to do these things right, and just beating the shit out of people because you have these powers is not the right thing. The right thing is trying to avoid having to use these powers, trying to find ways in which the powers aren't necessary. Throwing around the power is great and everything, good for him. He's got powers that nobody else has. But that's not the strength of Spider-Man. The strength of Spider-Man is that he's willing to fight. And the strength of any superhero is he's willing to fight where others won't. And that's why Andrew Garfield does such a good job. There's a scene in this movie that I realize is ham-fisted as shit, but it worked so well for me because it's what superheroes, particularly Spider-Man, are about. And it's the scene where he's helping a little kid fix his science project that these bullies broke. And he doesn't go after the bullies, and he doesn't beat the shit out of the bullies. He doesn't do anything to the bullies. He shows up and says, leave this kid alone. Because it's Spider-Man, he doesn't need to beat the shit out of them. They know to run away. He's fucking Spider-Man. Anyway. And then he fixes the kid's thing with his web, and he talks to the kid about it. And then he walks the kid home. But, Christopher Nolan's Batman would never walk a kid home. Now, that being said, it's a different superhero. He works differently. But I can believe that there would be people who would want to see Spider-Man in their city doing good, whereas I can't reasonably believe that anybody would trust Batman under any circumstances except for Gordon. Now, obviously, Gordon's going to trust him. I mean, it just makes sense. Gordon has a different relationship with him. But, like, what made it so... There we go. What made this so effective is that Spider-Man's a very public superhero. People know about Spider-Man. People see Spider-Man during the day. And he uses that to his advantage. He doesn't ignore people. He tries to talk to people. He tries to make as many allies and as many friends as possible. And so I think we have the potential to see a scene in a third or fourth movie where we see that payoff, where we see the good that Spider-Man inflicts come back and aid him. And again, that's what makes it so effective. The scene with the kid comes back, and it's being ignored by so many people, I guess because it's ham-fisted, but the scene with the kid comes back at the very end, like comes back into play. And again, is it ham-fisted? Absolutely it is. But it worked for me because it was what a superhero is about. We use the term superhero in movies so much recently. I'm looking at you, Man of Steel. Piece of shit movie. Anyway, we look at the word superhero, and we see the word super, and we go, that means powers. And then we skip over the word hero, and we just go, a superhero is a person with superpowers. But that's not what they are. A superhero is a hero who has superpowers. That hero aspect of them is important. Otherwise, they're just the kids from Chronicle. And by the way, see that movie because it's super, super fucking good. And fuck anybody who gave that movie a bad review because I know you're out there and you're assholes. Anyway, this is so hard for me to talk about because I'm not a movie reviewer and I don't know how to review movies. But, man, I gotta tell you, there was something about this movie. The action is solid, the characters are actually likable, but the story's retarded, and so I just didn't know what to feel. I, as a writer, and by the way, that's partially what my day job is writing, shouldn't like this movie, but god damn, they were trying so hard, and they tried so hard, they made something okay. And that's what's weird, is that I like it, even though I don't think I like it. And again, it's a very complicated swell of emotions. All I'll say is that I think this movie will not be remembered super well, and I don't even think it should be. But I think that there are aspects of this movie that are very good and surpass other superhero movies in ways I didn't even think were possible by reminding me that it's important that the superhero be a hero and be somebody to look up to. And if nothing else, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is a person you can look up to and say, I'd like to be like him. He has problems. He doesn't always succeed, but he always tries. And he always tries to do the right thing first. He knows that fighting isn't always the answer, and that it's not even that good an answer, but sometimes it's the best you've got. And that is a very interesting message, I think. That, you know, that fighting is the last resort, and that you can choose to fight, but you should only choose to fight when it's to protect people, when there's no other way to protect those people, that they will get hurt otherwise. There we go. And I'm done speechifying about this. I really enjoyed that movie. And just for such weird reasons, like, I love it, and I hate it, and it's everything wrong with Hollywood, and it's everything right with Hollywood. And And there's gonna be so many people disagree with me and say it's just a bad movie. Fair enough. It is. It's a bad movie. It's a very bad movie. It's arguably an awful movie. But there you go. Oh no. That's a bit rude. No. No. Oh, hi, Harpy Queen. Thought you were gonna, leave. Didn't expect you to just hang around. Thanks. There we go. Oh. Karen. Oh, I should probably split up their equipment, I thought. Look, regard, no god. The storm is coming. I'll split up their equipment in a minute. Killing all the pig monsters. Because they must be killed. I'm just gonna put you back here. We need more gold. Oop. Hey, Will came online. Ah! So, I know that was a really rambly nonsense review to do in the middle of a video game, but listen, I want to get off my chest. Don't give me a hard time, I've got nothing better to do here. Look, I'm still playing the Orcs. This game's still fun, by the way, it is, but only so much I can say about it. It's a very long game. The spirits are restless. Zero. I like Thrall. Thrall's one of my favorites. Zero. It's very hot here today, by the way. Once again, completely irrelevant to what we're talking about. Thought I'd bring it up. None will survive. Except those who survive. I don't need to destroy these buildings, but it feels right to me. Yes, War Chief. No! There we go. Yay, scroll protection. I have no idea what he's saying there, but I always really liked that one. Elazushine, or whatever he says. Gonna go kick some herpy butt. I am the War Chief. Oh, looks like I lost my scout. That sucks. Ah, here we are. And Electroshock. No, or not. Electroshock? And Kill a Kill. Sucks to suck. Wyverns!
These foul beasts will now aid us in reaching the summit.
Yay! Technically that is not what a wyvern is, but oh well. Wow. We need to get back, actually. I assume there's nothing in these houses. No, they're gonna destroy our towers. There's monsters! Wyverns, you just fly back. I mean, you can do that. To the winds! Oh, looks like these guys have actually taken care of everything. It's stupid of them not to attack my trolls, but whatever. Good for them, I guess. Be happy too. Alright, time to build up my army for the final assault. Assault, even. Assault. We need more gold. Alright. Man, I'm gonna take up 5 food. That's a lot. So, with this one, you really just want to focus on the blue base. These other bases aren't necessary, if I recall. I've got another undiscovered quest, though. I want to know what that is. Look at these flying-ants. Wyvern, head over here. Sending you out as a scout. As a skirt. See what you can find around here. Oh, it was that thing? Is it really just to fix this thing? Oh yeah, kill the Centaur Khan. Okay, where's that? So they want me to kill a Centaur bloke. Hey buddy. Okie dokie. Oh, so there's just water down here. Centaur dude. Where would a Centaur dude be? Yeah, where the bloody butts would a Centaur be? There's a gold mine. That's good to know. There are some Centaur. Oh, okay. Looks like just around here. Alright guys. Let's go destroy the Centaur. Onward and upward. Oh yeah. Chronicle, good movie. I'm watching a lot of movies recently. Brianna is very into movies, so, well, I mean, obviously she's a film student, so she likes to show me a lot of movies. Not all of them are good, and we actually got into a bit of a tiff over one of them, just because it, was not my cup of tea. It was about a topic I'm not a fan of, I guess you could say. So that was a bit, awkward, but other than that, most of them have been good. I know you're all thinking now, what? Leon will talk about fucking anything. What topic would Leon not be okay with? It wasn't that I wasn't okay with it. It's just it struck a little close to home, as they say. A little too close for comfort. You know, one of those deals. Oh, balls. Problems, friends. Problems, Romans. Where did all my wyverns go? Wyverns, help! Shit on my fuck. Unfortunately, the wyverns are not as strong as these guys. There's a lot of these guys all of a sudden. I was there, game. Oh, well, there's the Khan. That's good. No, there are enemies behind, bro. Throw, get up there. Now remember, what you gotta remember, these guys respawn. Or this dude. There we go. There we are. Cliff purification. Destroying their homes, probably killing their children the way it's meant to be. Because we're invading. I mean, the chapter's even called the Invasion of Kalimdor. Just saying. Head down to that thing. Time to rebuild my forces for the final assault. Probably not going to use many of the wyverns, I don't care about them. Although I do have to get up here, which is going to be a problem. Oh, I see, that's why you need the zeppelins. It all just clicked. That's why we gotta get those zeppelins. Alright, well. Which also means we are actually going to want some of these. In fact, yeah. We need more gold. Alright, finish the fountain thingy. So while we're waiting for those wyverns, let's have Thrall and Kieran meet up. See, that's mana, health, What's this? This is health. That's everything. That's intelligence. That's attack. That's mana. And that's damage. Okay, we'll have him take this, this, this. Leave him down there now. Give him this and this, this and this, and then he'll take this. And there you go. Pretty evenly spread. Oh, and there's a health stone. I'll just give it a throw. There we go. Direct me. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna start picking up some zeppelins. Where's my one zeppelin? I thought I had one. Or did it get destroyed? Oh no, right there. Are you threatening me? Yes, I am. Get that repaired. I'm gonna start picking up my units. Yee-ha-hoo, ha-ha-hey. I like how all the orc stuff is like really big. Just all their units are huge. Alright, take that. Take that. Close. Stupid Skype. Trying to bug me. Alright. Oop, there are enemy forces coming, so let's just... We're gonna come and try and be annoying again. Alright, we need one more. Sorry, I was a little quiet there. I was, like, internally counting. Are there enemies above? Are there enemies below? No. I do like the wyvern riders, even if they aren't technically riding wyverns. That's not what a wyvern is, but whatever. Oh well. It's not that big a deal now, is it? Yeehaw! As they say. Yee-ha-hooey, ha-ha-hey. There we go. They're gonna hold off the enemy for as long as they can. Just long enough for me to get my forces on the ground. There we go. Now we get out of here. Behind. Let's see. Seems to be going well. Sorry, I'm being very quiet for this. I mean, once again, not a lot to say. Just doing my fighting. Hear people arguing outside. It's always lovely. You know, you love to hear that arguing early in the morning. Fills you with comfort, I guess. I don't know. Fills you with something. God, they have a lot of flying units. I guess that's why you're supposed to, you know, get the wyverns. Phew! Oh, excuse me, friends. I apologize. I sneezed in the face of friendship. I don't know. Come on, everyone, get moving. Come on, Kieran, come on, get involved. Get in the fight. Oh wow, Thrall died. It's actually surprising. I guess all those flying units. Oh, I can always just reforge the army. I'll destroy their castle because that'll slow them down. Delanofona. But yeah, let's start rebuilding our army. Didn't expect them to actually lose. We're gonna need wyverns. Bloody tit. They can't do anything about Karen. They can't kill him fast enough. He's just going to destroy everything. Yeah, I'm just going to have him destroy the castle and kill all the peons, and they'll just be stuck. Leave him like that. And here we go. No! It would be such a shame if something were to happen to Resurrection. Boom. 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 And boom. That leaves them with nothing. So now let's just go destroy this building while they try and kill me. Yeah, they're pretty much wrecked. Now we just gotta finish them off, I suppose. Which will take a little while. Undabu. So we really just need aerial units now that I think about it. Or units that can handle aerial stuff. That's not good. What we're gonna do. I am the War Chief. Oh, I've been watching Avatar The Last Airbender, or rewatching it, I should say. God, I love that series. It's so good. Started watching, what's it called? Legend of Korra. It's okay. And I'm sorry I can't be more positive than that. Okay. It's a great show, and it would be a great show, it would arguably probably be a better show if you didn't know that the show Avatar The Last Airbender existed, because it is unfortunately a fairly poor follow-up, all things considered. Like, it's just not as good. It tries to be, and it has bits that are awesome, without... okay, I'm gonna call it this, just in lieu of calling it what actually is and being a spoiler. The murder-homicide, or the murder-suicide is an interesting scene. But that's the problem, though, is it has interesting scenes. I'm just not sure if they're that impressive in comparison to the original. It's, like I say, it's an okay show. I just don't think I'm super into it, and I think the second season in particular actually is kind of bad. First season is okay. Amon makes for a good villain. He's arguably better than Firelord Ozai was. Ozai was kind of a not threatening villain after you actually met him and realized he was just an asshole. You know, you realized, oh, Ozai is actually just an unbelievable prick. I mean, he's an unbelievable prick with power, but at the end of the day, his personality could be summed up as a fucktard. And or worst parent of the decade. Either of those would be accurate descriptions of who he is. Like I say, Amon is a bit more complex, which is good, but I just don't know if they took the series in enough bigger and new directions. Getting real tired of your shit. Well, good. Now we get to start all over again in terms of our army. Thanks, assholes. Unfortunately, that's the problem with not destroying the Lord Armed Brigade, is that they now still have forces. Oh. You guys maybe pick up the pace? Fucking come on, bros. I know, good sir. Alright. yeah, no, I don't really have a lot to say. It's a good show. Glad it exists. How are all of you? Man, are they... Like, they really only have a few things left. They've got 2 buildings from which they can construct things. I guess a couple more than that. But I just need to build enough shit to be able to kill them off. Oh, hold on. I actually want to wait and res him. There we go. Get him back on the field. It's super sweaty because it is super hot in here. Like, temperature is rising exponentially. That's definitely one of the things you notice about LA. It does not get cold. Oh sure, it gets cool at night, but it never gets cold. So you're very constantly in a state of warm. Really want to go to the pool. Oh my god, I just realized I got some extra money. I should take Brianna to the pool today. Oh, she still needs a bathing suit. Sorry, I'm in my own little world. Oh my god. Oh, but I have money now. Those of you who don't know, I'm living on kind of fucking nothing in terms of money. Living a little bit paycheck to paycheck right now because finding a job in this economic climate, and I know everyone's talked about this, to death, but it's fucking hard. Like, you apply places and just, there are 50 other people applying. Your odds of getting in are almost null because who the fuck are you? Like, and I'm a pretty fucking smart guy. I'm gonna level with all of you. I know some of my shit. I may not know a lot of my shit, but I know some of my shit. I'm pretty okay in terms of intelligence. So the fact that I'm having trouble finding a job just says, like, oh man. Again, I realize that's egomaniacal to say. Egomaniacal, by the way, I don't even know if that's a word. I just know that it sounds cool. I'm pretty sure it's only egotistical or... Egomaniacal. Where do I even get that from? It's from something. Egomaniacal. Whatever. I'm gonna look that up now. Alright. Earth and fire, hear my call. It's heat, actually. Oh. Alright, we're gonna try one last little assault and see if this little one can do it. And then we're gonna sort of leave some troops behind to try and defend the area. Dick fuck. Alright, get out of there. Alright, so they're going to attack the base, which is fine. I can base trade. It seems like I'm always base trading in this game. Theoretically, I should be better at this game than that. Destroy this building. Yep, there they are. Well, you do whatever you want, assholes. Go fight my towers. Let's destroy all their unit buildings. Let's see, destroy that. I'm aware. But, you know, they're already a little damaged, maybe they'll be screwed, I don't know. Yay! Oh yeah, you don't have to destroy the farms. It kind of makes sense. Like, they're not going to do anything with those. Alright. Here we go!
Oh, okay. That's the young sorceress Grom told me about. It appears that she seeks the Oracle as well. Be wary, young one. That cave is the perfect spot for an ambush. Don't worry, Cat. I was raised by the humans. I know their tricks and stratagems. There's no way that I'll let them stop me from reaching the Oracle.
Yay! Alright guys, that was fun. I'm a little tired. I had my rant. I'm gonna get going. I'll talk to you all a little bit later. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. Bye-bye!